Okay, now I have something very exciting to share with you guys, and this one is called X Lookup. Now, I do have to put a disclaimer on X Lookup. If you are not using Office 365, I'm real sorry, you are not going to be able to utilize this great new feature in Excel. And even at this point when I'm recording this, XLookup has still not been rolled out to everybody who uses Office 365. So if you are using Excel 2019 or 16 still, unfortunately you won't be able to utilize this next feature. I'm going to revisit my data set here, and this data set is again a set of accounting data with the account names on the left-hand side and the periods across the top. Our goal is to improve the usability of this information and to insert the account names next to the account numbers. So I'm going to start off just by inserting inserting a column, so I have a place to put that. The account names are located in a separate worksheet within my workbook where I've got the account numbers and the account names listed out. So my goal is to look up the account number in my account name and numbers worksheet and return back the account name. Now, there's lots of ways to do this. You could do this with a VLOOKUP, you could do this with an index match, but now we have an XLookup, and honestly, XLookup is amazing in that it is super simple. So let me show you what the XLookup formula looks like. I'm going to start typing an equal sign, and I'm going to type XLookup as my formula. And it helps if you spell XLookup right, doesn't it? XLookup. There we go. Okay, to begin with, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on the function action and bring up the function arguments. Because XLookup is so new, I want to make sure that everybody understands the parts and pieces. So we've got several different arguments, and right off the bat that makes it a little intimidating. But the first thing I want you to notice is that the bottom two are actually optional. You don't have to do anything with the if not found or the match mode. So let's take a look at what these different arguments are. The first thing you tell Excel to do is, what are you looking up? Well, in this case, I'm looking up the account number. That's the 70,000 or the 73,057, whatever my account number is. The next piece of the argument is the lookup array. Where do I go to search for that piece of data? Okay, that's located in my account name and numbers worksheet. So let's click on the up arrow, select the account name and numbers worksheet, and I'm going to select the entire column where my account numbers are located. So it says look up 70,000 and look through this column of account numbers. The last argument within the XLookup function is the return array. Where is the result? So I'm going to click again on the up arrow. I'm going to return back to my account name and numbers worksheet and select account name. That's where the resulting data is that I want to bring back into my worksheet. I'll close this box and I will leave it to get ready to give me a result. Again, the other options are optional, okay? And by default, so those of you who are familiar with VLOOKUP or you're familiar with index match, you typically are having to tell Excel in the case of a VLOOKUP that you want an exact match with the word false, or in index match, you have to use a 0 to indicate an exact match. Well, by default, the XLookup automatically goes to an exact match. So that is pretty simple, okay? That makes it very, very nice. The other two optional arguments is the not found. So what value do you want to bring back if it's not found? So then you can set a particular phrase or word. Instead of getting that hashtag N/A, you could put not found or invalid or something like that. And then match mode. So again, match mode right now is automatically defaulted to be an exact match. You can change that match mode though to be the next smallest, the next largest, or a wildcard. There are options here. So this is the XLookup formula. I'm going to say okay, and it came back with base salaries. I mean, oh my goodness, that's so much easier than an index match. XLookup doesn't care where your columns of data are located. If they are before each other or after, it's fine. If it's in the leftmost or the rightmost piece of your data set. It was really super simple, wasn't it? So again, XLookup takes the value you want to match, searches through a column to find a match, and searches through another column to locate the resulting value. And that is XLookup. Hopefully you have got Office 365 and get a chance to use this. Otherwise, I would encourage you then to take a look at index match or VLOOKUP.